ZANU-PF is excluding the young people out of the positions of leadership in their current cabinet, in the members of parliament, or even their councillors. This is what the former Minister of Information and Publicity, Mr. Energy Mutodi, has bemoaned. The ZANU-PF old guard is keeping them out of the positions of power. Hello and welcome to JCTV Africa, where we look at issues that are happening in Zimbabwe and across Africa. Today, our topic is, why is ZANU-PF excluding the young people in the positions of power? This is worrying, looking at their competitor, which is Nelson Chamisa, who is in himself under 50. And most of the people that are in leadership positions of CCC, some of them they are under 40. Like the likes of Gift Ostalo Siziba, Fadzai Mahere, Cecilia Chimbiri, Joanna Mamombe, and many others. This is worrying, especially if you look at the population of Zimbabwe, which constitute of 60% of the youths that are under 40. What happened to the ZANU-PF of the old? In 1980, the former Prime Minister and the former President Robert Mugabe, appointed one of the youngest minister, Joyce Teorairo Pamujuru. She was just 22, to the Ministry of Youth and Sport. The current president was 34 then. The former Minister of Defense, Mr. Sidney Sekeramai, was just 35. The then Minister of Education was 36. This means that they had the young in mind. What happened? Why is it that now there is so much exclusion of the young people? Look at the current cabinet. Only the youngest person minister in that cabinet is Kirsty Coventry, who is not in her own right part of the ZANU-PF leadership. This means that by the time we get to 2030, most of these leaders that are in their twilight zone, they won't be able to take responsibilities of the actions that they took in the past 10 years. For example, the ministers that were appointed by the president in 2018, some of them, they've passed away. How are these ministers going to take responsibility for their actions when we get to 2030? As the current president says, that by 2030, you'll be still around. Are they going to be there to take responsibilities of their errors? What does this mean for me? What does this mean for the young leaders that are in ZANU-PF, like the likes of Tendai Chirau, Munashe Mtutsa, Tafadzwa Mgwadi, and many others? What does it mean for them? It means that they are being excluded from the experience that they need in leadership. How can they know how to run the government if they've never been allowed to run one? How can they not be given even a position of an MP or a councillor? None of these leaders that are occupying the ZANU-PF headquarters, which are young, are given this opportunity. This is worrying because their opponent is not taking any chances. They are bringing in young leaders to the fray in order for them to get experience. Do you know that the former Minister of Finance, Dr. Simba Makoni, was just 30 when he was given the position Deputy Minister in 1980? This means that it is there in the fabric of ZANU-PF to include young people. In conclusion, I think it is important for ZANU-PF to reform itself, not to bring in the old guard. There must be a lot of balance. The old guard must be constituting at least 30% of the leadership, be it in local councils, be it municipality running, and even in cabinet. They must be included. Otherwise, their vote will be lost to the opposition, who are including young people themselves. They find their like in position of leadership, and that's why they find joy in voting for CCC. Until we meet next time, tell me what you think in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you. And please subscribe. Follow our Facebook page, JCTV Africa. Thank you so much for watching.